Hi, my name's Jonathan. I work for Michele Knight Psychics. I'm a natural intuitive, healer, empath and coach. I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go, understand that I can link with them and understand them, and also they shouldn't be fearful, and it's non-judgmental. It's a very open space with my readings, and I think people ultimately feel confident to be themselves, and a motivating and empowering conversation. That's the best way I can describe it. It's me getting into your energy and bringing to the surface what you may need to know to move forward for yourself. But the way I work, I will instantly kind of make a connection with you and validate that if it comes to me. If I don't, I will tell you otherwise. When the phone rings, I prepare myself. I get a little bit of a sense of what the reading may be, but ultimately for me, it's the first instance of linking with somebody through their voice vibration. Really, at the core of my readings, I use my natural intuition and instincts to get a feel of the situation, and then I articulate it relevant to the client. So I'm adaptable. I like to kind of shake the readings up, not one size fits all. I can communicate with people. I like to deliver a unique reading. And I think then also as an empath, I'm able to kind of feel what they feel and get a much more solid sense of what they're feeling to ultimately guide them. And I think very much it's about progressing their self-worth, self-esteem and knowing who they are, and also kind of empowering them and motivating them to achieve more and move forward more for what they would like to achieve and what they're capable of. It's about highlighting that to them for me. Another thing that is important in my readings is the excitement and the magic of a reading and linking with a client, because when you can give somebody a piece of information that maybe will be very personal or relevant to them and you wouldn't have known this otherwise, it's a very enthusing and inspiring time for the reader and the client. Particularly me, I enjoy people's positive reactions to my readings. Kind of clients that would come to me would often look for issues around relationships, around their identity and self-esteem, very much about them getting blocked and stuck due to different situations, more relevant to their own self-esteem and identity, not always the other person's actions towards them. It's very important for me to kind of highlight to them that everything about relationships is usually a two-way thing, but ultimately it starts with you. It's how you react, it's how you engage, it's how you see it. We're human, we interact with people, we engage, but one thing that does become very prominent in my readings, trend that I've noticed that people come to me for, is to kind of support them to grow and develop for them. I would maybe identify myself as a navigator for people. I kind of look at where we are now and then look at where we can go from here. That's how I would describe myself. I think ultimately a motivator and an empowerer as well. It's about kind of really finding what works for people and what will resonate with them in order to do so. So I'm slightly a catalyst in some regard for that, I would say. The way I describe the Michele Knight, the company, it would be inclusive and diverse and eclectic, and that's a really invigorating thing for anybody. I think we capture people from all walks of life, and I think that's very unique, and it's authentic. That's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive, and I like that. All of my past experiences, dark and light, have kind of enabled me empathically, which is a fundamental part of my readings, but I think I've also utilised what I say, I do what I say, I've embraced my darkness, a lot of self-esteem issues, a lot of confidence issues, a lot of fitting in issues, finding your niche, not knowing yourself, and I think a lot of blocks that I face I've overcome by looking forward and kind of embracing who I am, because if you push against who you are, you ultimately block yourself. A favourite quote of mine and a way that I actually can articulate how I live my life is, if you don't have shadows, then you're not standing in the light. And there is a theory of let it go from negative circumstances. I don't tend to agree with that. I believe in looking at all of your experiences, good or bad, and you carry them, but you carry on and embrace them and move forward for yourself.